wearing the hat, and I was like, I didn't give him a hat. I was like, how did he end up with
So you didn't even know him?
No, not at that time.
Oh, jeez.
So I was like, how did he end up with his hat? And that's why I'm saying, like,
It's
the
so
hat
crazy
like,
how it happened.
And I was like, how does this happen? And then Jaden announced his show at the Roxy.
That was the first show, like your debut, right?
So Jaden announced the show at the Roxy, and
I don't know if you can do that.
The whole connection is like impossible, honestly. Like, it's crazy. So her company that she was working for was like Live 8.
Yeah,
or
so
something.
they
It
were
was, like,
doing
one of
the
those companies
production
that was
for
doing.
Jaden's
Yeah,
show.
and she like was a part of like the company that helps put on like the Live 8 stuff. So they
Right.
were the ones helping like do like some
Yeah.
of the show. So like
Because they wanted to live stream it, I believe, like online.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember
so
that.
The
whole
company
thing.
that I worked for was the one that was doing that for them. So I had to work that show, kind of like I was doing the social media.
Right.
So then I was doing the social media for that show.
Yeah, so
and so
then
I
I
told
went,
Robert to
yeah.
come and
Yeah.
shoot and help me just get extra content.
Sure.
Yeah. And as soon as we walk in the door, we see Cooper in the corner with like the hat on. And I was like, what is going on right now?
Wait, I think I was at that show.
Yeah.
But I didn't meet you.
No.
You met,
We met Coop at the end.
Yeah.
oh, was it upstairs? Or on the floor?
No, it was I think it was on the floor.
It was after we came back down from upstairs.
Yeah, because we were upstairs. That thing was like a sauna.
Yeah,
It was so
it's like
tight.
that. It's
We
tiny.
walked in, hugged Jaden, said, I got to deal with the space. I got to get out.
Yeah,
I left.
We went up there. We just went up there to put our stuff down, honestly, because it was like steamy up there. So we came back down and we saw him. We were like, at some point, like we should like try and like connect. And then
Oh,
he
this
ended
one. Yeah.
He ended up coming up to us, and he was like, hey, like, because I was wearing the other hat. So it was like he was like, how are you?
How do you have that hat?
And it was like both of us like not finishing sentences.
Like, how do you have that hat?
It was kind of like the Spider-Man picture when they were just pointing at each other. It's like, what do you do? How do you have that? Like, where does that come from?
Oh,
like,
And it was
crazy.
like a whole thing. It was like, bro, like I've been looking for you, and I was like, whatever.
And the paparazzi got all of this on film.
Who filmed it?
I don't even know. Someone like that was across the
It
street.
was like Hollywood something.
I mean, like,
Stardust.
there's,
Something
yeah,
like that.
one of those sites.
Yeah, so I posted it on my Facebook to never lose that clip, just in case he.
But you guys still have it.
Yeah.
we have that.
Oh, dude, you have to
It was
send it to
crazy.
me.
Yes, it
Yes.
was crazy.
He's
Okay.
like, yeah, he's like, you gotta come over, whatever. Like, give me your number. Like, we have to like figure this out. I need more hats. He's like, I need more hats.
He says, do you have clothes? Like, I honestly would take anything.
Yeah.
Like, do you have clothes, hats? Like,
And literally from that moment, like the blue one was already born, like the blue
Yeah.
set. Like
Yeah.
that was already like starting to develop from that moment. Like
Right.
the first time we met up with him after that, I gave him the blue hat that
Right.
like Trevo was asking me about that.
Right.
And then he was like, we got to do this like into a hoodie, like into a set. And it was like, the sweatpants got to be open. Like literally everything that came out like was all from those interactions.
Wow. And so how long, that was a long time ago.
Long time ago.
That was a long time. I mean, that was, I was like,
early
2000.
2022.
Yeah, or late, no, 2021.
2021.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you guys say connected and all that. And then you collaborated on designs. And then did you like go for a period of time and didn't hear for Coop, or did you just hear that
No,
he had
we
passed?
stayed like on FaceTime, and then I
You would
saw
call
him.
him, too,
and
like,
yeah, and
random
we would
calls.
call. We went over to the house a few more times after that. We like literally went through like physical clothes.
He would make us stay for so long.
Like we went through like his whole closet, and he was like, so it has to look kind of like this, but then combined with this, and we noted all that stuff down. So it was like a whole process. That's why like initially, it was hard to like find everything because I kind of decided like I wasn't gonna do it for a little while.
Yeah, I remember that.
Like, yeah, and then Chiva was the one that was like, no, like he would want you to put it out.
Definitely don't want you to put it out.
Yeah.
That's
This picture is when they were upstairs in the room, and he was showing him
wait,
like a bunch of
wait.
stuff.
Is that the what is the I gotta take a look at this. Oh my God, that's the jacket that Triva sleeps
Yeah.
in.
Yeah, the heart.
And
Yeah,
so the
she's
hats
that is her go-to, like, oh God, feeling moments, like missing Coop.
Yeah,
She puts that on.
I imagine
That
it
is her like baby blanket.
Yeah,
It's
he used to wear
insane.
it all the time.
Yeah.
Honestly. And it's never looked better on anybody else. We've seen people wear that, and it doesn't look as
Oh
as it
man,
does.
that's so. It's amazing how this story is coming out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
And so down here you can see the hats that Robert had given him because he gave him one of each.
Yeah.
Right, and he was wearing the blue one in the picture as well because he couldn't wait. He just put it on.
Yeah, every time I would come over, because the dog would chew like
Yeah.
some of the hats.
The dog chewed up one of them,
Okay, yeah.
and so the kids, everybody at our house learned, don't leave anything on the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah, otherwise it's gone. So it's your shoes, underwear.
Yeah,
Ooh,
we
nasty.
had to restock him with hats like a few times because like.
But by the last time, he had learned
was
to like
taking
put
care
them
of
up,
'em.
and everything.
So we don't know where the original hats are.
Oh, wow.
We don't know what happened to them. I don't know. It's not with Jaden. I don't know if Sab or Nessa or somebody, I mean, we went through all his stuff at his apartment, shortly thereafter, and there's some things that were given away. I mean, we just kind of assumed that everything was accessible. And it must have been almost 2 years before we connected with you and like, oh, dude, this is the W.A.N.T.S guy.
Yeah, because that's a whole nother story when he was trying to find you guys, and I was telling him like there has to be a way that you have to find.
I mean,
his
we're
parents.
pretty prevalent on social media.
Yeah.
But if you don't know, you don't know.
Yeah, no, it was more to like to actually like connect with you guys and finding the right time. Like
Oh.
I never like I don't know.
Yeah, well, I always say, there's never a bad time, right? But what I've learned is that Coop like resonates with you, and when it's time, he lets you know when it's about this kind of stuff, and then and it works out.
And now look, it happened at the perfect time.
It always happens at the perfect time. We have so many things that we have been involved with, and that we're involved with, that have only happened because Coop is like, God, why is this coming up? Why do I feel so compelled to like reach out to this guy? Why do I feel like this is it just resonates, and then all of a sudden it's leading to bigger and greater things. So like I don't really know where we're going to be after this, and what I'm sharing with you is kind of just only my feelings, and that is we have a court case coming up August 3rd. I think things will come to a completion with that, and that feels like that's a big closure. I don't know if we'll be doing any more merchandise drops. I'd like to, if the demand's there. I don't know what other things we're going to be involved with. We got this documentary that's coming out. I'm kind of praying to be open, to be led to what we're supposed to do. But it feels like there's some closure coming. And so when this came up, it's like, well, hopefully you're willing to do it, and let's do it.
Yeah, no, he was just waiting for it. I think it just felt so right.
Yeah, the only way, I told her, I was like, the only way I would ever like even consider like doing it initially again, it would have to be like with you guys. Like there was no way I would have.
I mean, we're thankful and grateful. And there's going to be a ton of people out there that are very thankful and grateful that this is out. Because a lot of people have asked for it.
And I've been so excited about it. Like seeing it from, how long it's been since he created this, right? Because W.A.N.T.S was born like a very long time ago. And so he has only done like samples because, fashion designers or just designers in general just take a little while to, put out stuff. And Coop also has so many ideas too that I'm sure that
it's done. Money, and it's you got to make a living, and you got to be like working and to get something going. I mean,
so it's incredible seeing it come to life, honestly, I have to say. And this is like the perfect like hybrid of like Robert and like what they would have done together.
Do you think you will do something after this?
I think so.
I mean, why not? You got our support.
I think so.
Whatever we could do for you.
Yeah, that conversation with Trevo was kind of what got me thinking to like maybe do some stuff after.
It feels kind of healing, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It gives you some purpose, and it doesn't have to stay in the, the Cooper or the Coop's advice space. My hope for you is that you're going to take a line and go be super successful in whatever you do with it. And I'm just glad that we had a moment.
Yeah.
That's it. That's fine with us.
Yeah.
We have a moment together.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm the same way as you, just taking it a day and just see where everything leads us. But
Yeah, but I'm so
But it's
excited
awesome.
about this.
Yeah.
And I know that obviously Robert is not a person that shows too much excitement, but I just know
Oh
that
no, I could tell.
he is so
No, I know you're a
excited.
man of few words, and you don't say a whole lot, but man, I can read your expressions.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
He's super
you're a very
excited
loving
about
guy,
this,
yeah, it's
yes.
unreal, honestly.
right? Yeah, he's very
One time we met
very
with somebody-
sensitive and loving.
Yeah, one time we met somebody and they were like, they were almost like kind of like tearing up. It was like one of our friends, and they were like, you remind me so much of Cooper. Like the way that you just like
It was the first time.
are. And then Robert was just like, no question, he just started tearing up because that's like something that like, whoa, like to get, it's kind of like a, you get what I'm saying? It's kind of like,
I'm just gonna say this. So like, I understand Cooper's relationship with Jaden and how they're like brothers. It's like such a good friend. It's almost like if they were in like SEAL Team 6 together and been through so much, and they had each other's back in like the trenches and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's like if we had another son, you'd be like a lot like that. You're a lot like this Coop's vibe.
Yeah.
And you ever kind of look
calm,
like
but
him?
at the same time, like you get what
Yeah, I like a little bit more mature.
Yeah.
Say that carefully for those who knew Coop. He's very creative, but also you're a lot more focused, like a lot more steady.
Yeah, I'd say that came with time too. I feel like at that time we were both.
Well, you're also older.
Yeah, he definitely was like, we were like developing kind of like, you know, what we are now during that time, and it's just so crazy to like think about it.
So you guys were engaged, you got legally married,
Yes.
and now you're going to have a ceremony.
Yes.
And then when approximately you're going to do that?
Hopefully next
Okay.
year. We're hoping that my dad is able to, you know, get his visa because he's currently in Ecuador.
Okay.
So he just needs to get over here.
Yeah.
As soon as he lands in the
Yeah.
U.S.,
Get it done.
we're gonna make it happen.
And what
yeah.
about children?
Hopefully soon.
Soon.
We're trying to.
Are you trying?
Not
Well,
yet.
no, not yet.
okay.
We're
Not
trying
yet.
to just like kind of, you know, see where we're at, like in terms of just
Like be able to support
like
it.
life. Yeah, exactly. We're trying to see, you know, when's the right time, but definitely at some
You're
point.
young.
Yeah.
You got plenty of time. Enjoy life.
It'll come.
Go for your goals, man.
Yeah.
It's just, you
And
know.
we're truly believers that God's plan is better than ours. So we could want whatever we want, but His plan is better at the end of the day. So.
I have learned, and I still have to remind myself, is to get myself out of the way so that I can hear what God wants me to do.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'll get there. It just takes longer, and I have to remind myself, dude,
Slow down.
just step over here
Yeah.
and listen. And then it's like, oh yeah, and then it happens.
Yeah.
But you get caught up as being a human and
Yeah.
all that.
And you're trying to control things, and it's like you're just being silly at the end of the day. 'Cause
No.
like, it's not even needed, you know. So we're so excited for the future too. So.
I'm so thankful to finally meet you. I didn't know that you were part of it. I heard that, like, I knew you were engaged, but you know, I know how relationships go. I know you got married, and then I have this relationship, and so I'm just thankful, because like, you know, we're coming on June 9th, and that's been a hard anniversary every year, but I feel much better this year because there's so much more positive things that have happened, particularly with kids responding to us, that they're changing their lives. They're doing better things and healthier things. There's less deaths. There's changes in the positive direction. So I'm trying to focus on that and see how much more we can help support that.
You guys are doing an amazing job, I have to say.
Cooper is.
He is.
He is.
Definitely.
We're just
He
we're
definitely
just
is.
we're the tools. Yeah, we're the vessels. He is doing everything. Yeah, and
And
it's
this is what he wanted, I have to say.
I know.
Like, from that last video that I saw of him, like, inviting everyone to the Coop's Advice Discord, it was like, this is what he wanted.
that is still over 170,000 people strong, and it's 24/7, and it is. I mean, it's all over the world except a couple places. You know, they don't allow that. And I'm on it pretty much every day, just checking in with kids that, well, that one looks like a struggle, you know, and just to do what Coop did, just tell them, like, it's gonna be all right. It's okay. You're gonna be
I'm happy that
okay.
They have a safe space to go to. I feel like that's like, you know what I mean, like the place where they just like feel so like open and
Hey,
they wanna share.
it's indicative of how many kids need a safe space,
Yeah.
right? So
More nowadays.
I'm glad it's there. It's still strong. We support it. I hope you guys are willing to maybe be more active with us.
Yes,
100%.
100%.
We would love to.
Whatever, we'll reach out because this is special.
Yeah, and we're down to drive wherever you guys are at.
We're
Robert
pretty
is always
far.
saying-
This
yeah.
was 2.5 hours. 2.5 hours today. 2.5, but it was worth it.
Well, no, we're down to
It's
drive
worth it, yeah.
however long.
Well, I know Triva's invited you. You have to come down.
Yes.
This summer would be great to have you guys down, and we'll cook for you.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
you'll see.
I cook too, so that would be
And
amazing.
you've ever met Coda, Coop's dog?
I think I think he met a
when
couple
at
of
the
times.
house.
Yeah. So Coda lives with us, and Blue, our original dog, and so they're both they'll bark at you, but then they'll know who you are.
Well, I'm so excited that we got to chat.
Yeah, thanks you
It's
guys.
so exciting to meet you.
Thanks for doing this. We probably will get Jaden some replacement gear.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we want to do some special promos
Yeah.
with the stuff he's autographed. We're gonna do some special promos for his fans.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. Thank you, everybody. That was really cool. Thank you.
Thanks everyone for watching.
Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and love you more.